Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo. I see you. I'm YouTube. If you say it long enough, you'll believe it. I'm YouTube famous now. Available 2021, the album, Dad AF. Cause I got friends in beast low places. Let's talk about Trisha Paytas today, shall we? Oh my Lord. What a good day I'm having. It is a beautiful day in Indianapolis, Indiana. I hope you guys are having an amazing day as well. I went to Starbucks and I got my coffee. I even did a little review over there of the vanilla sweet cream cold brew. So go check out and see if I thought it was worth it or not. And then I drove around and I was listening to my audiobook, Du Jour, which is probably one of the best books I've ever listened to. And I did a booktube vlog talking about that book. And I'm just having an amazing day. Are you guys having an amazing day? You're exchanging a day of your life for it. So I hope that you are really having a great day. I say that to myself every day when I get up. Today is the beginning of a new day. I'm going to have an amazing day today. And if I don't, then I can start my day over whenever I want. So today we're going to talk about Trisha Paytas and how Trisha Paytas is now, okay, she came for the beauty community, she came for James Charles, she's come for Gabby Hanna, and now she's coming for Jaclyn Hill. Who's next? I mean, she came for me too, you know. I was actually thinking about this yesterday because I was like talking about how Trisha Paytas has talked about, she called James Charles horrible and evil and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, she said the same thing about me. I guess James Charles and I are in a group all by ourselves. I mean, not really, but anyway. Hi, James! Can you hear me from up there from 22 million? It's just me down here, Peter Monn. Anyway, that video that I did yesterday was very, very interesting, I have to say. I received, I didn't really expect this. I got so many comments from people talking about Ethan Klein, okay, from H3H3. Now, I don't watch Ethan Klein. I don't watch H324 CPO. I don't watch any of that, okay? I've watched maybe a few videos when I've had to cover some things for this channel. And I said in my video yesterday that I found him to be boring. Don't come for me. Oh my Lord, there were so many people that were upset with me because I said I found him boring, you know? And people were like, how dare you say that? And Ethan is so funny and blah, blah, blah. You know what is so weird to me? Okay, I just have to say this. Is that, in the pop culture world with huge musicians and celebrities and things like that, they have these unbelievable fandoms and standoms, right? But it's really kind of exclusive to YouTube where people will literally they will say the most heartless, cruel things. If you make even just some statement like, who is watching this guy? I find him to be boring. That's my opinion. It's my opinion! From the Real Housewives of Orange County. It is. It's my opinion, okay? Just like people can come over here and they can say, you're boring and I can't stand your singing and it takes you 20 minutes to get into a video, which I got a few of those comments yesterday. But let me just tell you something, okay? Just so you know, little insider secret, okay? Up in the camera like Shane Dawson, this singing's not going anywhere, okay? So, if you don't like this singing, receipts, Whitney. Whatever you want. I wanna dance with somebody. Yo, Janet, I'm about to get this. You want this, but do you really think that you can get this? Rock on, gold dust. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Woman, you can just turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of your singing in your videos. I don't care. All my life, I have been told that I was too much. And just this last year, I have learned to embrace that, okay? As I think that everybody else should as well. And if somebody says you sing too much and you do too much of this and whatever, then embrace it. And if somebody thinks that somebody is boring, you don't have to watch them. I totally agree. And guess what? I don't watch him. I don't watch Ethan Klein. I don't watch H3H3. And I don't listen to their podcasts because unless it has to do with some drama that I'm covering over here, I don't really care. I just really don't. But this is the thing, okay? I didn't say that the man is horrible. I didn't say anything really negative about him. I don't know him. I've never interacted with him. I don't know her. I don't, okay? So it was funny the comments that I got. It was like kind of split right down the middle. Either people were like, oh, I totally agree with you, like he's so boring, and I used to watch him and I unsubscribed, or it was like, people were like, I love Ethan, I think he's hilarious, I can't believe that you would say that, you know what I mean? So, for all of you out there, okay, that said to me, you don't know what you're missing, and he's funny, and blah, 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 I will tell you what I'm gonna do, okay, like, I own my truth over here. I'm going to go in and I'm going to watch some of his videos, and I'm going to listen to some of the podcasts, and then I will come back and I will let you know what I think. I'm sure he could care less, right? But aren't there people out there, YouTubers? I mean, listen, okay? Nicole Kidman, love her in movies, can't stand her like when I see her in interviews, okay? Don't come for me. Now, are you Nicole Kidman diehard fans out there gonna like roast me? You know, it's interesting that that's only on YouTube, right? And I think it's because of these personal relationships that YouTubers like develop with the people that they follow. Like, people watch them so closely and they fall in love with them and they see their lives and things like that, right? So, you know, that's always very, very interesting to me. But for all of you out there that said, I haven't given Ethan a chance, I'm going to go in and I'm going to watch his videos and listen to the podcast and stuff like that. I can't wait. And no, but maybe I'll end up loving him, you know. The other thing is this, is that, you know, I will watch somebody, like, okay, for example, there are people that I love that you guys would think bore a snake, okay? In all honesty. I watch this candle reviewer guy, and I literally could sit there and listen to him. His videos are like 35 minutes long. I could listen to him for like 6 to 10 minutes, talk about the same candle that he got at Bath & Body Works, and he's sitting there and he's like, and this candle smells like this, and the different, you know, the muted scents of this and this. And my husband is like, are you listening to that again? Seriously? He's like, he is so boring. And I'm like, I know, but I love it. It's like total ASMR to me. So, you know, to each his own, right? Anyway, and I think, but I will give him another chance. I will give Ethan a chance. I haven't really watched a whole lot of his stuff. Okay, let's talk about Trisha Paytas, shall we? Woo! So, Trisha Paytas came for Gabby Hanna. Gabby Hanna came for Trisha Paytas, fairly. Okay, who else? Let me put some lots on so I can talk about all this. Then Trisha Paytas came for James Charles yesterday. She came for the beauty community. She came for Tati Westbrook. She'd come for Tati Westbrook before. She's come for Laura Lee in past videos. She comes for a lot of people in the beauty community. For not being really part of the beauty community, it's always interesting to me, but she always says that people talk behind the scenes, right? So, I started getting all these messages from people. I mean, literally, I probably like 50 messages in my DMs today that Trisha Paytas was going off about Jaclyn Hill. What? Kelly surprise. Kelly Sapri. That she was going off on her Instagram story about Jaclyn Hill. Now, when I went over and I watched this, I was like, this is very, very interesting. I didn't make a Trisha Paytas, I made maybe one Trisha Paytas video or 2 Trisha Paytas videos in like 6 months. I don't know. I don't have any idea how many I did, so you don't have to fact check that. The only videos I made, I think, were in regards to Gabby Hanna, okay? Other than that, I hadn't really made a Trisha Paytas video in a while because, honestly, Trisha Paytas has stayed out of drama. She says she doesn't want to be in drama. This is the thing. Trisha Paytas, like, she knows what she's doing. Like, she's always 3 steps ahead. And if you don't think she is, and she is. I was actually watching her story, and I had watched some of her TikToks and stuff. Her TikToks are actually very entertaining. And she did this one with her sister, and it was like this thing where they turned into, like, Baywatch, you know, like the actresses on Baywatch and stuff. Because, you know, she wants to be like Pamela Anderson. She talked about that in the H3H3 thing. You know, but the TikToks are cute, a lot of them. But anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm like, she's always got like, you know, her hand is in like 50 different pots, if that makes sense. Like, she knows what she's doing. But she's always planning ahead. I had just said in a video the other day that Trisha Paytas is not getting very many views, okay? Then Trisha Paytas comes out, and I'd already thought this before she said it, but she said in her Instagram story, which I'm going to show you in a second, she said, you know, I'm known for being problematic, but I don't do any drama or something like that, right? The thing that's interesting about that is that if Trisha Paytas isn't doing things that are problematic and she's not causing drama, Trisha Paytas really isn't getting the views. She suggests that Jaclyn Hill is forgettable, which I'm not saying that Jaclyn Hill isn't forgettable to Trisha Paytas. That's her perspective. That's her point of view. I don't agree with that everybody thinks that Jaclyn Hill is forgettable. I'm going to show you the Instagram story in just a second. But I'm thinking to myself now, Trisha is like really poking the bear of a lot of different people. Like, I don't know. Is this because of the views? Is this because she just wants to get a lot of attention going her way? Because whenever Trisha like stirs up a lot of drama, you know, October, November, December, AdSense months, You know, and what that means is that the ads are higher in October, November, December, into the holiday season. You know, is she causing all this stirring up drama? I don't really personally think she needs a whole lot more money. I mean, I think she makes so much money off the OnlyFans. I really have to believe that. But it's interesting to me, like, she came out and said some pretty point-blank things about James Charles, okay? James Charles is not going to get in a video or an Instagram story and go off on Trisha Paytas. She knows that, okay? She's banking on the fact that he's not going to get in a video and say, how dare Trisha Paytas call me evil and horrible, right? Like, James Charles probably is like, I don't really care, honestly. Trisha Paytas can say what she wants to say. She knows Jaclyn Hill is not going to get an Instagram story, okay? Jaclyn Hill, first of all, does not like confrontation. Second of all, she doesn't address anything. Not with her own life, not with anybody else's. She's not going to get in a video, and she's not going to get an Instagram story and address this stuff with Trisha Paytas, okay? But before I go any further, so ultimately what I'm saying is I have to believe that Trisha Paytas is doing this to stir up drama, to bring more attention to her, right? Because it's not about these other people. But before I get any further into this, let me show you what she had to say in the Instagram story.
You guys, no joke. McDonald's has these pumpkin and cream cheese pies. I just like pumpkin pie. These are my favorite things ever. So good. Also, I don't really like to, you know, involve myself in drama these days. But guess what? I like to talk. I like to gossip about what public figures put out on their public platforms. And guess what? You can't sue someone for talking about you if you're a public figure. You post those photos, boo-boo. You parade your boyfriend around, boo-boo. You set the timeline, boo-boo. Jaclyn Hill threatening to sue people I know because I talked about her in a video. Bitch, come for me. Sue me. Bring those expensive, fancy lawyers to me. I'm just going by what I see, girl. No hate. I just hate watch your boyfriend. She's a little punk behind the scenes. She be talking. Oh, Jeffrey talking shit about Trisha. Jeffrey doing all this. But she never wants to say it publicly. Just threatening the little guys behind the scenes. Come for me, Jaclyn Hill. Anyways, these pumpkin pies are so good. McDonald's really doing it right. Also, homegirl got mad because I said she had hairy lipsticks. Don't put hair on your lipsticks. You're known for lipsticks. You're known for makeup. Don't put out hairy lipsticks. That's like me. I'm known for being problematic, but I don't cause drama. This is not about her ex-husband, who she is a bitch to her ex-husband, but she's just a bitch, period. She talks shit about me on the phone to people. Bitch, it's gonna come back. Don't play all innocent. Clarify this has nothing to do with any of her exes, and she should be thankful that they're a lot classier than me. Okay? This is about her saying shit about me, saying my friend Jeffrey called me a mess, a drug addict, all this stuff when I was hanging out with the mutual last year. So, bitch, you're gonna talk about me and say my friends are calling me drug addicts. Like, that's my issue. That's my issue. Everyone else be getting canceled, but because Jaclyn just hides when she doesn't have a little product out, people kind of forget about her. And I get it. She's forgettable, but bitch, I don't forget. I don't forget. And you keep talking about me, saying Trisha just needs to shut her mouth. I don't do that. And you're a public figure, so I don't have to. Or people say, like, oh my god, Trisha has a problem with everyone. She's always getting in drama. No, I just call fake people. Like, I let a lot of shit go. I see shit, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so annoying, or that's this, that's it. If it doesn't pertain to me, I keep it moving. If it pertains to me, and your name comes out of my mouth repeatedly, and it's just bullshit and lies and threats, I just stand up for myself. Like, nobody really does that. And I stand up for myself and my friends and my family, and that's it. Fuck it. I don't think she can control people by being like, oh, they signed an NDA. I've never had anyone in my life sign an NDA. Because what you hiding? Bitch, I didn't sign an NDA. I And you're a public figure. People are allowed to talk about you.
Okay, now what's interesting to me about this whole story thing, right? Well, first of all, I completely disagree with her about the apple pies from McDonald's. In fact, I just got an apple pie at McDonald's the other day. I can't remember what I was reviewing. Oh, the pumpkin spice latte, and then I got an apple pie, and I thought it tasted, or a pumpkin pie, and I thought it tasted like crap. And then yesterday, I reviewed the raspberry cheesecake and the blueberry lemon pies from Popeyes, and they were fantastic. So you can go check out that review as well. But those pumpkin cream pies, even my video, you can go back and fact check. This is before she even said it. I said, what happened to the old pumpkin pies from McDonald's? She said they're doing it right. No, they're doing it wrong, okay? And McDonald's ain't never gonna give me no sponsorship, so I don't need to kiss their ass. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, right? And I'm like, where did Jaclyn Hill come out and say that she was going to sue Trisha Paytas or sue somebody or whatever? So I get on Jaclyn Hill's Twitter. There's nothing up there. So if she said it and deleted it, I didn't see it and nobody sent it to me. I went on her Instagram story. There's nothing over there. So unless she said it on her Instagram story and deleted it, or I didn't catch it and nobody else did because nobody sent it to me, where is Trisha Paytas getting that Jaclyn Hill is coming for her? So you have to assume from this video that it's something behind the scenes, that somebody told Trisha that Jaclyn Hill is saying that she's going to sue Trisha, or she's going to sue somebody that was talking about her supposed relationship, is what I'm assuming this is about, right? So if you go back, okay, Trisha Paytas at one point was hanging out with John Hill. It looked like they were intimate. I don't know, right? And it was just like, it stirred up all this kind of drama. It was very short-lived, literally like a weekend, okay? I believe a lot of that was for drama. I don't really know what that was about back then. Like, that was so interesting to me. Like, that whole, like, that meeting of them together, that was very, very interesting to me. But then she goes in and she talks about Jeffree Star, and she says, my friend Jeffree Star, right? This is what's so crazy to me, okay? Is that Trisha Paytas will defend Shane Dawson ad nauseum. She will defend Jeffree Star ad nauseum, okay? And call her his friend when she's sitting there talking about all these people and saying that, like, James Charles is horrible, evil, and has a bad heart, okay? Girl, do you look at your friends at all and see, like, the things that they put out there into the universe? I'm just asking, okay? Or is it that if it's your friend, it just doesn't matter, you know? It was interesting because somebody commented on my video yesterday, and I actually thought this was, like, it really got me thinking. I thought this was an interesting comment. I would go in and find it, but I can't go through all those comments right now and find it. But somebody said, you know, like, if you had a really good friend in high school that was, like, problematic. This is basically the short end of the comment. If you had a really good friend in high school that was problematic, right? And everybody else thought they were problematic, but they were your best friend, so you wouldn't think of them that way, right? I don't know. Like, maybe in high school. Trisha's not in high school. Trisha's in her 30s. Shane's in his 30s. Jeffree's in his 30s, okay? James Charles, not in his 30s. I just, like, to me, Jaclyn Hill, I don't know if is she 30 yet? I don't know. But, like, these people are not in high school anymore, right? Like, to defend their friends that way. I know my friends, and if my friends are, like, highly problematic, we have discussions about things like that, back and forth, right? So, like, to defend somebody, I had a friend years and years and years ago, and I know a lot of people are not going to agree with this statement, and that is totally fine. And I'm not telling Trisha she doesn't have to be friends with Jeffree and Shane. She can be friends with whoever she wants to, right? All I'm saying is, if you're going to point the finger at all of these people, I don't understand how you sit there. I mean, if somebody said to me, well, you talk about your friend over here doing A, B, and C, but this person, or you talk about this person over here doing A, B, and C, but your best friend does A, B, and C, I'd have to be like, well, yeah, that's true. I guess I'm a hypocrite. So is Trisha Paytas a hypocrite? I mean, she's sitting here and she's pointing the finger at all these people because it's her opinion on a public figure, but then she sits there and she defends Jeffree and Shane. It's just baffling to me. Like, if Trisha Paytas wants to talk about being so real, then come out on video and say, I know that Jeffree Star has done, like, a lot of, like, horrible things. And, like, with her Shane Dawson thing, she kind of said some stuff about his past history, but then she kind of excused it away, right? Do I expect that Trisha Paytas is going to come in a video and just, like, just take down her friend Shane? No, I absolutely do not expect that. I don't think that she should. Maybe she's not the person to speak on it whatsoever, okay? But then you have to think, how much does your word really mean anything when you're talking about other things? So in this Instagram story, I cut certain things out because she talks and then there's something else, like a song, and then she comes back and she talks some more. Like, she's really wanting to get this started, right? Well, like I said, Jaclyn Hill's not going to talk about it. I already know that. And she said in the video, I thought this was the one interesting thing. She said, I can't stand watching your boyfriend or something like that. She said, I don't like watching your boyfriend or whatever. What's wrong with Jordan? Like I'm confused about that. Like, I've watched Jordan's cooking videos and I think they're interesting. I do, okay? I think the guy seems like really, really nice to me. What is Trisha Paytas' hang up with Jaclyn Hill? I don't get it. And then she's like up in the video talking about like, why don't you come and sue me and all this kind of stuff. And you know, all this suing stuff that just goes around with YouTube, and I'm going to sue somebody, and I'm going to sue them, and I'm calling my attorneys, and blah, 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 all this stuff constantly, you know? Like, what? Like, why has it gotten to that level, okay? That, you know, I don't know. This kind of came out of left field. I don't understand it at all. I really have no clue why Trisha Paytas started this. All I can think is that somebody told her that Jaclyn Hill said something. But what I don't understand about that is, why is Jaclyn Hill talking about it now? And she said that she's really, you know what's funny about this is she said she's a punk, right, behind the scenes. I used to say that I thought Jaclyn Hill looked like Punky Brewster. Do you guys remember that? I think I even made a thumbnail out and I put Jaclyn Hill's picture with Punky Brewster, but she does. She kind of looks like grown-up Punky Brewster. But she said she's a punk behind the scenes and she's always talking S-H-I toot, and she's saying all this kind of stuff that Jeffree Star said, that whatever. Trisha, do you believe everything that comes out of Jeffree Star's mouth? Girl, watch the 5,000 YouTube videos that have been made about the man, okay? I don't know what your friendship's like with him. Trisha Paytas can be like served the truth on a silver platter and she doesn't want to believe it. Or it doesn't fit her narrative, which I hate that word. But you know what I mean? Like that Trisha Paytas really has to kind of stand by Jeffree and Shane at this point because she's done it all along, right? And like I said in my video the other day, I don't know that I think that her standing by Shane and Jeffree has really done her a whole lot of help. I really don't, you know? And so she's kind of standing out there on a limb. I think it's admirable. I will say this, okay? I think it's admirable to have a friend as loyal as Trisha Paytas seems to these people. But at what point, this is what I was going to say, that I know that a lot of people aren't going to agree with me on this. At what point do you feel like you are the company that you keep? You know what I mean? That like the people around you are somewhat representative of who you are as a person. That doesn't say that you have to get rid of them. It doesn't say that you have to not be their friend, right? But like at what point of being around people are you just like, I'm okay with all of this? And you know, I think that Trisha Paytas is okay with a lot of things because Trisha Paytas likes to be problematic and she's dramatic and she's always stirring stuff up. So I don't know. To me, this really seemed more like, it really seemed like a thought out kind of thing that she wanted to do, other than, I mean, whenever she takes to Instagram stories, she knows that people are going to talk about it, right? So it's just really interesting to me. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I've rambled on and long enough about this. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.